a lot's happened since the last video. I told y'all by the time y'all watch the video, the floor will be welded in, and that's exactly what happened. I've never replaced an entire floor pan before. Replacing this pan was definitely a job, especially because the body is in the condition that it's in. This came out of a field. I want to remind y'all that it came out of a field. So there's a lot of things that I couldn't do, like get it up on a lift. I couldn't take the body off. Like everything had to stay on the ground and level in order to get this in. And I cut the pan into 3 separate pieces to get it to fit in, which required a lot of like patience and how are we gonna do this? How are we getting this in? It's a lot of work. I will do a lot of things for money. I will climb in the bed of a trash truck and replace the floor of a trash truck. I think again before I do another floor pan. Thank God for Northern Tool because I got a Strongway 3-ton low profile jack and this thing was so amazing. Probably the best jack I've ever had. And that's a true statement. So I've gone through quite a bit of rackety, janky, cheapo depot ones, and this one was pretty awesome and it was in a great price point. You can get the link for that below. You should get you one 100%. And the fact that it's low profile, my son just got a 350Z. I don't like 350Zs, and I'm sure my comment section now is going to be insane because y'all probably love 350Zs. Me, I don't. But this thing right here slides right underneath that and gets that 350Z right up. Low profile, 3-ton. Thanks, Northern Tool. Oh, I also did the trunk. The trunk looks sick. Probably the wildest thing I've ever cut. The face turned out absolutely insane. And of course, you see me working with glass, and the whole goal was to add stained glass into it and successfully pulled it off the first time. Let me know what your thoughts are on the trunk. I think that the car really needed like a good gut punch, and I think the trunk really kind of sets that off, especially because this foundation is very, very important to me, and to like be able to translate that into the car, I want the feeling and emotion behind that really kind of just bloomed into the car, especially the trunk. I had this idea of putting a cross inside the wing window, and I successfully pulled it off after breaking it a bunch of times, and then got it in the window, and then whenever I was cleaning the car for Rick Ross, I actually broke it, and so I had to redo it, which I wanted to redo it anyways. And those look amazing. Absolutely kind of, it needed it. We went to the Rick Ross car show, which is kind of funny because they invited us to go. We're at the Promised Land, aka Rick Ross, the boss, the boat house right now. He don't know me yet, but he will in a couple of hours. It was amazing. I met a lot of really cool people. The way that people perceive the car, it doesn't leave this spot very much, you know what I mean? Because I'm just working on it, so the public doesn't really get to see it, and then it goes right back into hiding, and then of course now Atlanta. I learned a lot about the car as well. In the high noon part of the day, the most beautiful reflection of the trunk shined through into the actual trunk. It was pretty cool. I'm not saying it's rigged, but I'm not saying it's not rigged. It's rigged. So you can pre-plan winners, you know, I guess, whatever. But I won crowd's vote for sure. I also got these badass headlights from Holly. Alex from Holly Performance, love him and his wife so much. His wife is my hero, like true. And oh my God, it literally looks like a cathedral. Like it couldn't be more perfect. So shout out to Alex, just look at it. That's all you have to do is just look at it. Now, they're not hooked up. So as soon as those are hooked up, I'll get you lighted pictures, but we're still working on wiring harness and wiring and all that other stuff, so that's also a part of the plans. Now, outside of the car, on the foundation side, Been doing a lot of work still with the school, building a welding class there. We don't have a classroom, and so essentially I'm loading everything up into my truck and teaching these kids how to weld and plasma cut in their parking lot, which eventually will bridge over into the juvenile detention center. The kids that I'm working with, I can't even tell you how amazing they are. And what's interesting is working with these kids too. I'm not going to go into detail about these kids and their lives or even what kind of trouble they're in or any of those kinds of things because it's their own personal life. But I can tell you that the mental health crisis that's going on in this country with our youth is our own fault because we're not listening to them. We're not guiding them. A lot of the times when kids are having problems, they're crying out because something terrible is happening to them in their lives. Working with them really kind of has opened my eyes into we need to listen to our youth more. We need to start working together more to help our kids. Also, not open to donations yet because whenever I took it to the Rick Ross car show, I was getting a lot of people that wanted to donate money to the car. Right now, it's not necessarily money to the car that I need. I really need hands or parts. So if you're looking at helping with this car, I would love hands or love just parts. So if you want to be a part of that, not only are you going to be part of something amazing, one of one that will never be replicated, but you're also going to be helping some pretty awesome kids and their families. Now we're home, back to work, get it ready for interior. Thorogood Boots is in and sponsored all the leather for the interior for GCD Auto Studios for Gilbert to work his magic on the car. So that's coming next. It's gonna be on an episode of Married to the Brides with GCD Auto Studio. So stay tuned for that. And you can follow them, their page along below as well. Also talk to Derek. We got some really cool things coming. 100% you'll see this car at the Duct Tape Drags. Very, very excited about that. You will see it there in October. Next time you see me, it's gonna be on our way to New York to take this thing for interior for complete facelift. See you soon.